Hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Happy weekend. Happy start of the weekend, you guys. Good morning. I know Saturdays and Sundays most people wake up late, but for me, this is just a regular grind. I want to push out content as much as I can. So yeah. So even on a Saturday morning too, here we are, and I don't know if you have watched like the yesterday stream, but according to my sources, as I told earlier, the Bitcoin option expiration would lead to a pump in the Bitcoin price. And I don't know if you have checked the Bitcoin price today. I think my sources are correct. So and who are my sources? Me, myself, and I are my sources. So if you see the Bitcoin price, it was like 42.42 and a half $1,000. So yeah, so great week. And yesterday I forgot I did not know yesterday was like Ethereum 6th birthday. So we are going to talk about some Ethereum like right in today, have some like information that we don't know, like I'm pretty sure many of you guys don't know. And let's talk about some regulation and stuff, because there's a lot of stuff coming out from US and especially in India. So yeah, let's talk about that. Before we move on, thanks of all of you for joining. I'm waiting for my camera. I know like my camera today like looks blurry. I don't know what is happening with my webcam today, but I'm waiting for my camera to come. So just hold on, guys. Maybe like couple of days, and then after you will see much more content. Maybe I will do 2 live streams in a day, and put out one video just for like educational purpose video for like 8 to 10 minutes, just to give some updates and stuff. So yeah, let's do that. But before we do that, have you done the YouTube Bibles? Like, have you done the prayers of YouTube, which is like the video, subscribe if you want to, and push the bell notification just so you get updated when I like go live. So if you do a quick market watch, if you see before you see the Bitcoin before you see the Bitcoin price, just see the market cap. Market cap is up, guys. It's like 1.62. It was like 1.63 at one time. So yeah, 1.63. Volume is like on a upper end. It's not as big as like in the proper when Bitcoin was like trending 55. It was not that, but it's on the upper end when we are on the downside thing. So yeah, dominance, as I told you, like 48.3 dominance. And yeah, Bitcoin dominance has been increasing lately. And right now I've customized this today, so you can guys see like everyone complains like, okay, yeah, my portfolio is down, I have lost some amount of money, will Bitcoin up? But guys, see the year to day returns of everything. Ethereum is up more than 200%. Binance coin is up more than 700%. Cardano, I don't know. Can you let's just let it go? Like, okay, guys, these are up a year, so they need a time to relax. So yeah. So just want to mention that. And if we see the Bitcoin price, so as I told yesterday, Bitcoin expiration was yesterday for July month. And if you see the price, so Bitcoin price like pumped up to be honest. And if we see the daily candles, so if you see the daily candles, like on the daily candles, you can clearly see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 daily candles. This might be like this is like today candle, so it's revolving. But today's Bitcoin price like went up to like 42,452, but on Binance it was like 42,8. But yeah, so yeah, just so my sources were correct, and my sources are me, myself, and I. So just want to mention, if any of the things that come from my sources, when I say my sources have told me, you should listen. At least listen to me and like give it some consideration. So yeah. Just want to mention that. And so Bitcoin is doing good. Like everyone should be like happy right now. Not happy, but yeah. So yeah. So if we see what's the buying opportunity right now, because I talk about if you want to dollar cost average, set a schedule. But if you want to buy right now, as I do, like I buy it every day. Like I buy crypto like every day on a regular basis. Like there is a portfolio which I dollar cost average every day. There is a portfolio where I dollar cost average every week. So yeah, that's what I want to mention. So if you want to buy it today, what are the good options? I would recommend Cardano for now, because Cardano is gonna launch like Cardano Gogan just went to like Alzanzo, I don't know, I can pronounce it out, Alzano blue white. So they are gonna come with the mainnet soon. So I would like accumulate Cardano right now. Other than Cardano, Polkadot, I would say hold on for Polkadot. Like it has been like a good pretty pump for Polkadot. Like Polkadot was like $10 like in front of us. So yeah, Polkadot, I would hold on Polkadot, Chainlink, Solana too. I will hold on for that because they have been pumped. Accumulate Matic right now is a good time. Like anywhere like 95 to like $1.05 is a good dollar cost point for Matic. I would recommend Matic. Theta too, Matic and Theta, like I love both of those. VeChain has pumped. I would wait for Terra too. Like Terra is also like pumped up pretty hard. So I would wait for Terra. I would accumulate Aave. If you already have Aave, like it's doesn't matter. Like I've my entry price in Aave is like too low. Like you guys cannot like imagine my entry price in Aave. Like at one time I was like up 800% in Aave. Yeah. So I like my entry price is Aave is like very low, to be honest. So I will dollar cost Aave. Cosmos, yeah. I feel like Atom, like I feel like this project had some potential, so I would recommend, and this one too. And then Compound, like Compound is my favorite. If I dollar cost average in Compound, Compound and Aave go in hand in hand. So if I dollar cost in Compound, Aave automatically goes. Kusama, see Kusama, it was like 170 in front of us. So yeah, so Kusama. Thorchain, I would hold for a second. I would like be a little bit of scared to like put in my money in Rune right now because they have been hacked. Chilies, I will accumulate. I've been accumulating Chilies. Flow just pumped up hard, guys. Engine Coin. SushiSwap, yeah. SushiSwap is like, I don't know what is happening with SushiSwap, but they have been like hit hard in recent times. Like SushiSwap was like up. It was like at $25. Like see, and it's like almost like 60-70% down. So I would like accumulate SushiSwap if you can. But yeah, so now I think it's you guys get a good idea like what we are trying to like accumulate right now. So yeah, so now let's talk about let's do a small happy birthday to Ethereum. Happy birthday, not Vitalik but Ethereum. Happy birthday to Ethereum. But yeah, so yeah. So if you guys have not known, Ethereum was like first launched on July 30, 2015. It's not long to be a project now, which is like worth almost like $500 billion to be launched just like 6 years ago. And this is just gonna be like what Ethereum has done through like in the crypto ecosystem. So yeah, Ethereum was not launched as Ethereum. It was launched as Frontier when it was the first version. And when I say Ethereum, Ethereum is not like 6 years old. Ethereum Classic is 6 years old because in 2016 there was a hack. There was a DAO which was referred as the DAO. It was hacked and almost like 14.7 million ETH were taken from the smart contracts. So that's where like Ethereum Classic and Ethereum are like two separate ways. So Ethereum is a forked version of Ethereum Classic, which reversed that transaction, the DAO hack. So yeah, which I'm going to talk about. Yeah. So and this is the last birthday. Like I don't know what it is, but this is the last time like Ethereum 1 is going to be there, as it's going to be replaced by Ethereum 2. But we have been seeing for the like 6 years. Yeah. So yeah. So if we look back, what have Ethereum given us? Like that's what we do on birthdays, right? What we have like done. So Ethereum has given us DeFi, which is like the best thing anyone could ever have. So if you guys cannot see my shirt right now, I have this shirt right now, which is like from Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, who is printing money, and on the back it says as unbank yourself. And which DeFi provides you. DeFi provides you the opportunity to like be your own bank. So yeah, you can lend. And as I said, so Ethereum has given us DeFi. Ethereum has given us NFTs and DAOs, which are the best things in crypto ecosystem right now. And so yeah, so if we look back at it, Ethereum is like done a quite a good job, which is like it's the second largest market cap, guys. We cannot expect more than that. So it's like it almost went to $500 billion, like its total market cap. If you see, it went up to like let's see at the market cap. So it went up to like let's zoom in on these things. See, it was almost like 482, so like almost $500 million. So yeah, just want to mention that. So yeah, that it is. So once again, happy birthday to Ethereum. 6 years, and we are gonna see much more of Ethereum, because Ethereum is the prime for anyone who is coming into the ecosystem as a developer or anything. It is the prime chain that everyone uses right now. So yeah, once again, Ethereum has given us a lot. DeFi, from NFTs to DAO. So yeah, but remember, guys, Ethereum is not 6 years. Ethereum Classic is 6 years, because Ethereum is a forked version of Ethereum Classic, which was to nullify see this. In 2016, the DAO, known as the DAO, was hacked when it raised 12.7 million ether, which is like nearly $30 billion right now. So to reverse this exploit, Ethereum was like forked from Ethereum Classic, and that's why there are two projects, Ethereum and Ethereum Classic right now. So yeah, just want to, and Ethereum was referred to as Frontier. So good back. And now we went to see some institutions. So whereas some folks like feels like this is just like media FUD, guys, not FUD, but this is like how media works. Because Bitcoin is coming up, there's like positive news, media is having like positive highlights or positive thing that will generate clicks, right? But when Bitcoin is down, the negative link will generate the links. So yeah, that's what I want to mention. And if we see, this article also said Michael Saylor has he wants more Bitcoin, he cannot get enough of it. So he also says that he wants to borrow more money and buy more Bitcoin. And what his mindset is, if you could borrow money at a 1% interest rate and buy Facebook stock at 10 years ago, a decade ago, who would not, right? 1% interest is cheap. You are borrowing money for free. Ultimately, right? You're borrowing money for free, because inflation is more than 1% for sure. And so he's MicroStrategy, the company has already borrowed almost $2.2 billion worth of loan, which is on which they have to pay 1.5% interest. And he's saying, because the MicroStrategy, the quarter report came in, and so he's saying he continuously wants to borrow more money. So this is his strategy. So he says their point of view is to leverage Bitcoin. Bitcoin long company is a good thing for shareholders, and this is not a good thing for Michael Saylor. Coming into Bitcoin has changed the company, MicroStrategy as a company, because they were no one was talking about MicroStrategy, to be honest, no one knew what MicroStrategy was. But since when they came into Bitcoin and they were heavy into Bitcoin, coming up their treasury and stuff, their stock has 100x. Their company has got more exposure than this. So yeah, so I think it was essential for a company as MicroStrategy. And Michael Saylor is he was already a billionaire, guys. He was already a billionaire. He does already has enough money. He invested in Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Uber in the very early days. So yeah, so he says if you could borrow money at a 1% interest, if you borrow billions of dollars at 1% interest rate and invest in the big tech such as Amazon, Google, dollar, why wouldn't you? So that's, I totally agree with. If you can borrow money, the disclaimer is you have to repay it, right? You have to repay. You should be able to repay the thing. So yeah, that's the ultimate thing. So so I believe he wants more Bitcoin. He cannot get hold of it. So yeah, so good news coming up, and institution are buying up. Guys. Remember, guys, this is an institutional game. Whatever they say, read between those lines. What they're actually doing. Just not MicroStrategy. Goldtree Asset Management, which is a hedge fund which has $45 billion under management. They now have said they are coming into Bitcoin. They need Bitcoin. They have added Bitcoin as an asset because their customers want it, because it's popular in demand. So their customers want it. So yeah, that's why they want to explore the Bitcoin ecosystem. So yeah, just want to mention that institution coming up into it. And now I want to talk about this. I don't know, I want to give something this article does not make sense. So first of all, I'm going to talk about according to this, This article says that Binance is doing money laundering in India, right? If someone reads the headline, it would say, right? Totally, it would say that. But if you go into deep into the article, it says that according to Indian authorities, they are investigating whether Wazir'x were used in money laundering. So remember, guys, Wazir'x is a Binance owned exchange, but these are completely two different entities. Like Binance has nothing to do with Wazir'x. Like they own it. That's it. So if you read this, because Binance is under like criticism with a lot of folks like everywhere right now, so it will generate clicks. If there was Indian authorities to question Wazir'x, it would not generate clicks. That's what I want to say. This is a clicks game, guys, right? They want to make money. So read between those lines. So according to this, Binance is under trouble. But what is happening? I've already talked with you guys, like on the Indian Forex exchange, what they're doing with. So which the conclusion was they don't understand crypto at all. So that's what it is. Like they are under scrutiny. Wazir'x, which is a Binance owned exchange, not Binance itself. Wazir'x. So yeah, they are under scrutiny to like they have done money laundering and fraud, but that's just not it. Like if you buy Bitcoin, like it's a transferable asset, right? It's a transferable asset to anyone with a Bitcoin address. So you cannot prove that they have done money laundering if they transferred their Bitcoin for like to use DeFi or anything like that. So yeah, so just like from this story, I would like to point out two things. One, don't read the article what it is. Have a background story about it. Put your brains into work. I know it's hard for like put some brains into the work for you guys. Like it's very hard to run your little thing which is like generating some asset. I know it's hard, but you have to run it if you want to be in crypto. And don't truly like make decision according to this 100%, because if it 100%, you would like sell some Binance coin, right? If it was coming, you would sold your Bitcoin at $28,000, and see right now where Bitcoin is. It's like touching $42,000. See, it's all just fraud. Like read between those lines. Just want to mention that read between those lines what they are ultimately trying to say. As I always said, don't hear what they are saying. Don't listen to what they are saying. Make decision what they are doing behind the scenes. So yeah, the authorities they want to clicks like I don't know James Crawley, but I like this is just like a bad. So I don't want to give him any like publicity. But yeah. So now let's talk about this. So now I'm like, this isn't like, if you guys don't want to read about Robinhood, so it's more less about crypto, but it's more about Robinhood. So you can skip if you are seeing the pre-recorded. But yeah, so according to the reports, Robinhood might hold the largest Dogecoin address. Remember, like when Dogecoin was pumping up, there was a scrutiny. Like Dogecoin was held by with small addresses. So one of those addresses might be Robinhood, and what they are doing, they are just like a custodial. They are holding the Dogecoin in their address for their customers. So they don't own those Dogecoin. They are just a custodian for themselves, and they might hold even the third largest Bitcoin wallet. So very fascinating thing. As they are public, they have to reveal some more data, like how much their treasury owns. So some more reports will come up, which will like lead to more transparency. Just want to mention that. And they've just went public, and I'm big bullish on Robinhood as a company, because what they have able to do, provide people of my age, Gen Z, to get into the financial system with as much easier as it possible. So yeah, just want to mention that. And not even me, like big investors such as Cathie Wood is even all bullish on that. Cathie Wood just bought like $45 million of Robinhood. Remember guys, Robinhood just went public a day ago. So Cathie Wood is an investor that I like. Like Cathie Wood is an investor that I like. Risk, innovative investor, I must say. Cathie Woods have big in Tesla, big in Bitcoin, big on Coinbase, big on Robinhood. So these are all like innovative companies. Like they will change the world. So, and Robinhood just went public like a day ago, guys, literally a day ago. They traded like on 29th or 30th. I don't remember what was the date. And ARK has already bought in like $45.1 million of like this much amount of share. like almost like 1.3 million shares of Robinhood. So yeah, so big money behind Robinhood. Already it was big money behind Robinhood. Robinhood is a company that is under a lot of scrutiny right now, but it will come and pass by. It will not last long. It will come and pass by. So now I want to talk about something which is like very serious, very serious. So because I hope you guys remember, like El Salvador is like now accepting like Bitcoin as a legal tender, and it's gonna come into effect like in 30 like what is the date? Give me a sec. On September 7th. So from the start of September 7, every merchant will be like eligible, not eligible. They have to accept Bitcoin as well as US dollar as a legal tender to like accept payments and stuff. So in doing so, like Moody's and IMF. So if you guys don't know, these are like the bank cartels and run the world. So IMF is like International Monetary Fund. If I'm like my thing is right. So these are the people that run the world on the banking system. So they make like they have some rankings on which they judge like how much the country is peaceful, or like how much the violence should be, or how much there something is. Because of like what they say, listen to this. Because El Salvador accepted Bitcoin as a legal tender, it has downgraded Moody's rating and continued its negative view on the country economically, partly because of government passage of law that will make Bitcoin legal tender. So they have lowered the, like, you're just like credit score. Understand the credit score. So for a person like me, understand the credit score. So if I buy something with my credit card, or like which is like crypto related, it will reduce my credit score. It's like this, for you to understand, for the retail folks to understand like this. So I don't know how, like, what, like, guys, remember, this is just like the banking cartel that are running the world. They want to make stuff, right? They want to like provide as much hurdle as in any of the countries to accept, because it's totally against what they are. They are here to make the US dollar as a reserve currency, right? So if Bitcoin changes that, they are out of the jobs. Or this, their job is to make to like protect US dollar as a reserve currency, right? That it what it is. So according to this, Moody lowered the El Salvador long-term foreign currency issuer and senior unsecured rating from this to this. So because they accept Bitcoin, it does not make total sense at all. So noting a deterioration in the quality of policy making, the agency said that Bitcoin law and other measures reflected weakening governance in El Salvador, raising tensions with international parties, including United States, and jeopardizing the progress towards an agreement with International Monetary Fund (IMF). I don't know. This is like guys, truly, like, if you go against them, they will do anything in their power to like make your life hell, living hell. That's what they are doing. So yeah. I don't know if you guys support this or not. I don't support this at all. Like, a country has a choice, and you can't just like rank. I get that. If you want to play this game, that is their game, that is their rules. But just to like a country accept Bitcoin as a legal tender, you can't just do that. Like, I don't know if it makes sense to you, but as a person, like, I don't know the thing. So that's why, guys, we like I don't know if you let me put up my screen so that I can see. That's why, guys, we need, like, this is Jerome Powell. Who is like who is the money printer. You can see. If you want the guys shirt, just DM me. I will like ship it to you. Approximately I will pay. And that's why we need to unbank ourselves. And have our monetary controls in our hand, not just with like any parties who are running this world. So yeah. Now let's talk about. Let's talk about this. I'm gonna play a video. So should I play the video? So yeah. So just to give a background, and I'm gonna play the video. So Congress, remember guys, there was a 2 hours meeting where I told like there is a lot of Congress is trying to make regulations of crypto and stuff. So what they are doing with that, they are coming with Congress is coming up with a $550 billion infrastructure bill They're coming with a bill for the country to like help and support, and they want to tax crypto right now. They want to tax crypto, and out of those taxed money, 28 billion want to be like they want to generate 28 billion out of 550 from crypto taxes. And what they are like coming up, read this. A bridge collapses in southern Minnesota. Bad pipes makes drinking water unsafe in urban Michigan, and the internet goes dead in rural Kansas. The 550 billion answers to solve such issues, and they are taxing crypto for that. I don't know. Like, I understand these are problems, but how does this relate to crypto? I don't make sense. So what they are saying, like any crypto transaction that you do, any digital asset, like anything, like even NFTs, DeFi, even if it's centralized or decentralized exchange, you should report the IRS to that. So just listen to this clip. So this is like around the blockchain. They were also discussing that yesterday. And altcoin daily, if you guys not followed, follow these guys. So just remember, like the host asked altcoin daily like about this. Can IRS really tax crypto? Just listen to this. I'm gonna my reaction to this.
I'm gonna bring it to you. So we're trying to implement these new changes. We're trying to implement these new requirements. You know, again, we preach responsibility here, but if we're going to be realistic, can the IRS actually enforce these, you think?
Here's the thing. When I read this, I want to give a message to Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, the U.S. government. My advice to you guys is to go take a trip and visit your doctor. Go visit your doctor, because that erection you have for taxing us all exorbitantly has lasted way more than 4 hours. And it's like we're taxing it.
Guys, I've listened this. Listen this again. 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 Listen this again.
Actually enforce these, you think?
Here's the thing. When I read this, I want to give a message to Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, the U.S. government. My advice to you guys is to go take a trip and visit your doctor. Go visit your doctor, because that erection you have for taxing us all exorbitantly has lasted way more than 4 hours. And it's like you're taxing it like, you know, like when you set up a casino when you set up a casino in your city, or like when you do like the lottery commercials, you know, it's like, oh, all these taxes are going to benefit the whole town. That's what it seems like they're trying to do with cryptocurrency, talking about, hey, well, let's tax it. And I guess if that's what you have to do, but hopefully we can get to a point where at least certain cryptocurrencies aren't taxed as a taxable event every single time. Maybe Bitcoin, hopefully, maybe Ethereum, hopefully. I mean, I think the U.S. government certainly has the power to do whatever they want, and everybody should, you know, follow all the rules and everything. But like, let's think 30 years down the line. You know, nobody knows the future. Maybe it's going to be harder to do a private transaction, or maybe it's going to be easier. But like, there's all these decentralized exchanges right now. Like Uniswap is the most popular, where all you have to do is like generate a new Ethereum address that you've never KYC'd, figure out how to get ETH in there. That's the hard part. Then after that, you can really do whatever you want on Uniswap, and the government would never know. So,
all right,
you know, we'll see how things.
Yep, guys. So I don't know. So this is really interesting. Like, government, how much they try, like how much they try, like how hard they try, like how, I don't know how hard they can try. But remember, guys, this is blockchain. This is crypto. It was made to be like pseudo anonymous. That's why we don't have names on our address. That's why it's just an address. It's linked to me due to a process called KYC. I can generate a new address and figure out a way to like put it into it. That's all. Government cannot track shit to me. So it's hard if you are doing like, I totally agree, you have to pay taxes and stuff. Totally agree, no blame with that. But if you push too hard, remember guys, if push too hard, push come to shove, like if you annoy it so enough, like if you want to like take taxes, like if you want to like tax this, everything in crypto, people will do like private transaction for sure. That's why it's called decentralization, guys. That's why it gives power to us. I fully support. Like, I don't want to, you guys don't want to pay taxes. Pay taxes. Like, obey the rules. That is what we want to help society. And I totally agree with that. But remember, guys, if push come too hard, like government should, like for a certain measure, I agree. Like for a certain measure, they should be capital taxes, whatever it is. Totally agree with that. But remember, if you try too hard, there is way that we can do with it too. So don't just like hammer too hard. if you hammer too hard, sometimes it's hurt yourself. Sometimes rather than the knee, the pin, or I don't know, like in English, like in Hindi is called the keel. Rather than hammering too hard on the keel, sometimes it's affects your hand. So yeah. So just want to mention that. So this is their proposed bill. They want to come up with like every transaction. This means every crypto miner, validator, proof of stake network, every decentralized finance like liquidation tokens, they need to meet the IRS. Like they have to report things, which is like just too insane. Like it will become a mess for accountants to do. Like for me, it's a mess right now. It's a mess right now for me to like find out all the things. So it does not make sense to me. Yeah. So the bill, like what they're trying to, the bill make it impossible to conduct a currency transaction directly with others via open source code while remaining anonymous. Remember, guys, remember, we are not making anonymous transaction. We are doing with pseudo anonymity right now, and we can do it with anonymous if the government push too hard. So I just want to mention that. So I totally agree with like what Altcoin Daily said, that the erection they had, it lasted for too long, for 4 hours. So just go to doctors. Just go to doctors, guys. Just go to doctors. And not only this, like in the meeting they talk about like some basic protection for investors. They said like it is long due, like it is like an overdue process. Like just not they want to attack crypto, they want to do this regulation, this regulation, this regulation. This is like just too, this is getting too regulated. And if anything's get too regulated, I don't think so. Like you hamper the process of innovation. What I think, if anything's get too regulated, you hamper the innovation. Yeah. So I've talked about this. So yeah, now the last thing, which is like last thing for today, I will talk about like the CBDCs of what the Ireland, like the big person in Ireland says. So Central Bank of Ireland, like the governor says, like although we haven't decided whether digital euro will be introduced or not, they don't know it will be introduced or not. I think it will happen very likely. In my view, it's not a question of if, but rather how and when. So yeah, so it's not a, I think that's for every country, especially like every country right now. It's not a matter of if it will happen. It's like matter of how and when. So remember, guys, maybe in a certain time span of like maybe 5 years in India, I feel like you might be getting paid in like CBDCs, but these are not the best thing to be get paid. So I don't feel like CBDCs could make an impact. I feel like this is just like the government agreeing. Like the current monetary system is like too old. They want to come to the new system, which is blockchain, where payments are settled directly. They are agreeing it itself. Like blockchain is a far better technology than the current monetary system. And I'm not saying this. See this. Even China said this report. So they were able to do the like almost like between 638 transactions, they were able to settle $580 million of international borders using blockchain technology. And rather than taking it for them to 2 days to settle, it took them 15 minutes to settle. So they're agreeing itself on that. Like with the help of blockchain and with the help of like CBDCs and all the infrastructure that blockchain provides, they're agreeing themselves. Like they are giving themselves into the blockchain ecosystem that this is solves the current monetary problems that we have. So yeah, just want to mention that. So this is what is happening, and even like the Ireland says that yeah. So as I said, like what will like any CBDC will make a fundamental shift in the financial architecture of like anything. If you bring CBDCs, it will make a fundamental shift in all of the monetary policies, because now government can control. If you have money in your CBDC wallet, if you don't pay taxes, government will take out anyway. If the government sees, okay, you are not doing like transit, you are like saving a lot, they will take it out as an interest or whatever it is. So yeah, a CBDC is, remember guys, a CBDC is as good as the governance behind the promise of the backing. They are as good as the fiat currency. That's it. So yeah. So they just the whole thing is, it's inevitable. The government will accept cryptocurrencies at all. So yeah, it's inevitable, and they are completely agreeing themselves. Like it would come. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And to prove that, like Even Mastercard CEO says that they have to be in crypto. Like, we have to be in the crypto space. Like, what we believe we do is bring a perspective to the market as a multi-rail payment provider. We have to be in the space because people are looking for answers. And this is for like for Mastercard, this is like a race for sustainability, because what they do, they are a payment provider. If they don't get in crypto, if people use crypto, we don't need Mastercard, we don't need Visa. Remember guys, crypto itself is a way to transfer like value towards each other. So I think this is like a way for them to sustain, because remember guys, once I read, like, after every 50 years, the company that are in the top 100 of 500, they don't exist anymore. So I think this is the way for Mastercard to be in that the next step, because if they don't evolve, if they don't innovate, it's a matter of like it's not a matter of will they survive, it's a matter of how long will they survive. They will be on borrowed time if they don't like accept crypto and reinvent on crypto terms, because crypto is an infrastructure itself to transfer value. So, and what Mastercard does, Mastercard is a middleman to transfer value. So I think it's a necessity for them to be in this space. So yeah, so that's it for today. Just before we go back, let me change my view. Remember guys, have belief. Today I was talking to a friend. I was talking to Aaron, if you guys have not watched my podcast, and what he said, like, the last few months have been like borderline traumatic with us. Like, he said that, and for which I replied, yeah, it kind of tested our faith in the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. Do we really believe, or are we just in the for a pump? And he said, yeah, it totally strengthened us. Yep. And to which I said, anything which does not make us weak, make it stronger. So remember guys, if you truly believe in this whole like crypto and who, like, whatever it is, whatever you want to name it, I truly believe in this. It will test your faith, guys. It will test your faith. Like, for the last 2 months, it was testing our faith. Remember guys, it tested our faith for 2 months, and it just took like a week to like bounce back to that level. So yeah, just want to mention that it will test your levels for a far long time than you can ever imagine. It will test your faith far more times than you can ever imagine in your lifetime, guys. In your lifetime. So yeah, just want to mention that. And yeah, that's it for today. Let me know what you guys have in your something in your mind or no. But yeah, that's it from me today. Let's end on that note, and let's see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day and peace out. Always remember DCA and believe in cryptocurrencies.